So I'm here with Robert Bird at Beehive Pack, and was going to talk about this great little project they did where they took and used something that was once waste for them, but is now solving a problem that they had. And I just thought I'd let Robert, if he would tell about that.
Okay, so our coolers, our motors to the coolers are water cooled. They've been here since 1960. They still run really good though because we keep a close eye on them. But that water that runs through there, it always gets wasted. It's always gone. And it actually created a mud hole and mosquitoes and everything that was not good. But we have to have water for the animals in every corral. That's the first thing that our inspectors check when they come on the day that we process the animals, is whether they have good conditions, because we cannot have any inhumane handling. So what we've done is we've taken that water that goes through the pumps to cool them, we've piped it to the head of all the corrals, and we've built a little cement ditch that runs from corral to corral to corral, so all the animals have water all the time. The water's heated because it comes out of the motors, so it never freezes in the wintertime. And it helped us because when the inspectors shut us down, if there's not water to every animal all the time, there's only actually about 5 minutes that the animal can be without water, or they're considering that as inhumane handling. So that water's out there all the time, it never freezes in the winter, goes through all the corrals, then it goes actually into the neighbor's property and waters all their horses, which was not the idea to start with, but they like it too. So anyway, that wasted time, wasted water, wasted product, not to count all the time we get shut down by the inspectors for inhumane handling, which is the last thing we ever want to get wrote up for. I'm okay getting wrote up for little things, but you never want people to think that the animals are being mistreated. So
how did you do the water before?
5-gallon buckets, and they would tip them over, and we had troughs out there that got busted, and pipes, we tried to pipe it, the pigs would chew the end of the pipes off, everything, and nothing ever worked. But the cement ditch, they can walk in it, they can stand in it, the pigs like to lay in it, it cools them down, they don't get sunburned.
It's almost like a little pig retreat.
Right, they're just hanging out there, the pigs jump in the water, but the cows, they can drink that fresh water all day long that they're out there. It's just a good deal for everybody.
So not only does it save you potential problems or tickets with inspectors, but the time per day of going out and just watering each individual animal.
Well, right, and you got to come on the weekends. You got to have somebody here all the time to make sure they have water. And the pigs probably come from a pen where they had shade and they had cover, and then they pull them out of that situation and bring them out here. They'll get sunburned in a heartbeat. Like 2 or 3 hours in the summertime, a pig will get sunburned, and you can see that when you skin them. It'll actually come through to the bacon. You can see that sunburn.
Wow! And
it stresses them out. And
so I imagine their stress level coming here is much lower than right?
Yeah. Because they're on a cement pen, because the pens have to be clean. So you got summer heat, nothing for them to crawl under, and no way for them to cool down. They can't sweat, they have to get cooled off. So it makes a big difference on that.
Well, that is way cool. And so do you have any idea what that project cost you in time and then the money?
It cost me 8 hours of labor.
Uh-huh.
And probably $100 in mortar bags. We mixed it in a wheelbarrow. It was nothing fancy. Laid it on the ground. Works great.
That is so cool. So for a very minimal,
a couple, $200 or $300,
you solved a problem that you could spend that easy in a week in just time.
We spent. If you get shut down on your kill day, you got 4 people out there that can't work. Plus you get wrote up for it. Then you got paperwork to do, and it's not a good thing to get wrote up for.
Yeah, and it sounds, the PR side of that would be horrible if you got shut down for that.
And we have customers that come, and when they're bringing their animals in here, you know this because you baby your animals.
Right.
They have names. They
little
follow
Bruno
with the potato chip up to the corral. They don't want to throw them in someplace that
Yeah, you guys do such a
Looks
good
like
job.
that.
Yep.
You know, you want them to look like they can get under the shed and have some water.
Yeah, and why not? And it sounds like, so the project is a win for the animals. It's a win for Beehive Pack because you're using wastewater. It's not making a big pond out front. It's a win for the neighbors.
Well, and as when it rains and when the cattle are in the pens, the manure kind of goes down that cement and the water carries it over onto the neighbor's pasture. So our
So you're
corrals
giving
stay
it-
cleaner,
you're-
so we don't got to shovel them all the time.
That's awesome. So you're cleaning your corrals and giving him free fertilizer.
Right. It just makes everything better.